Hello, Rod here. I've got another No Man's Sky PSVR2 video, and if you're new to VR, you probably have the same problem I have. Flying can be very vomit inducing, especially the first and second time you take off. Especially when you start spiraling, like I am right now. This was my second flight. But because I had lots of experience with No Man's Sky, I knew it was in the settings. And I have found a solution to that issue, but let's go over some other things first. It also doesn't help that this ship has high manoeuvrability. And it is tempting to remove the upgrades, but I don't want to. I'm sure I'll need that manoeuvrability if I never get into a pirate or sentinel battle. Also, when I first jumped into my ship, I didn't check the controls, so I fumbled around a lot with the buttons until I got it right. But to save you doing that, here are the controls for flying a ship. But the most important buttons to understand is the L1 and R1, the interaction buttons. I feel this one helps a lot. When you get into your ship, just click them, don't hold them. And your character will keep his hands on the grips until you click them again. You can access the controls from the options in the bottom left corner as soon as you load in. And in accessibility, you can move the controls closer to you, which helps a lot as well. You can also access the settings in the option menu. So if you do get into a battle, you can play around with this setting, Starship Combat Auto Follow, and change it to whatever works best for you. Okay, back to the flying and the testing, and what might be the best settings for you. I found it's best to fly in a seated position for now, with your hands resting on your lap. To take off, all you do is push forward with your left hand. Then you can move that hand backwards and forwards to control the speed. And the right hand controls the pitch, roll and yaw. And R2 is boost. Now let's play with the settings. So it's under controls and it's sensitivity settings we want to adjust. I'm going to put the flight sensitivity way up to 50%. Let's use the right hand to move it left and right, resting it on our right thigh to give us more control. That feels a little bit over responsive. Let's go back into flight sensitivity. Turn it down to 5%. That feels a lot more sluggish and a lot easier to control. But for now, I think I'm going to put it right down to 0. When I feel I've got more control in VR, then I'll put the sensitivity back up again. But for now, that makes flying a lot more pleasant on planets. So let's go into space. Now we're in space, we can press X to highlight the space station. Then to activate the pulse engines, we simply hit square. And to stop pulsing, you simply pull back with your left hand. And this is the only third time that I've flown to the space station, and it's a lot more easier to control. The ship is not overly responsive. I can easily make adjustments because my right hand is resting on my thigh, and I've mitigated any sense of wooziness that I got last time. When I flew into the space station, I quite enjoyed the experience, but it isn't as crisp as it is in flat mode. The logical thing now is to leave the space station and see how that feels. When I got outside, I took control too quickly. I should have just let it drift slowly. I did get a little bit woozy there. But it was only for a few seconds, and then when I was swinging round through the planets, it wasn't too bad. I felt completely in control, but I still don't think I'm ready for pirate fights or sentinel fights. So for the next few weeks, I think I'll be running away from them. I did have a problem locking onto my destination back at the planet because of all the icons. You can see my slight frustration because I hit L2, but with a bit more practice I think I'll have more control later down the line. As I got near the planet, with my left hand I pulled myself out of pulse and corrected my destination. As I approach my base, you can see things are still popping in. Still needs to be some work done on the draw distance. But I felt in complete control as I approached my base. And when the green circles appeared, all I had to do was hit X to land. And since recording this footage, flown a few more times, I've not suffered any wooziness or motion sickness. I felt in complete control, and if I'm going to do any rolls and things like that, it's because I want to, not because I've lost control. Oh, another tip, to get out, you pull it up, not back. I did that, I got so frustrated in the stream trying to work that out. And if you need them, here are all the controls for the PlayStation VR2. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button, and the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.